sounds a little odd too. It's trying. Okay, this is the latest install of our Naza M-Lite controller. This is with GPS, and it's in GPS hold now. We got a little bit of a breeze. It just started, but it seems to be holding pretty good. You can see it wiggling around a little bit. It's doing its thing. It's holding it right there. I'm going to take it out of GPS, and we'll see what happens, and this will tell you which way the wind's blowing, and also how much correction the GPS is doing for us. If you can see here, you can keep both of them in frame. I'm not touching it, and you see what it's doing. Okay, now I'm going to take GPS off, and I'll show you all the corrections that it's doing. Here we go. It's off. And there it goes. It's still not being touched, but without any correction at all, that's what was happening. Now I just threw it back into GPS hold, and you'll see it's holding it again. Really works. So let's fly it over here. We're gonna try it again. Okay, so here we are. And again, this is in GPS hold. We're gonna take it out again. 3, 2, 1, out. And there it goes. No correction at all. I would have to manually, input some corrections. We'll go ahead and put it back in GPS, and you'll see it stops it there. It's not going to return to where we're at. It's going to stop there and go, I'm going to keep it for you right there. So let's go ahead and manually bring it back. So I'm flying it now. It's still a GPS, and when I let go of the sticks now, that's what happens. So if you're flying it around and you start to panic, or you go, oh, I don't know, you just let go of everything. And again, when you let go of everything, this is what happens. You can see it's holding it right in place. Cool. Let me bring it a little bit closer, and we'll see if you can see the green light. This just is telling you that it's in GPS mode. In a little bit, when our battery starts running down, we have a couple of indicators, or actually a couple of layers, or 2 layers of protection on your battery. One is going to start blinking red, and it's going to tell you, hey, it's time to come back, start thinking about coming back. If you let it keep on, it's going to say, hey, I'm going to let it for you, and it'll just set it down. So you have a couple layers of protection. When it first starts doing that, you know, the blinking red, you need to come back and land. We're still showing that we're in GPS. The green is blinking. And when you go to put one in, all the instructions that come with the Naza Lite, it tells you all about the lights and, you know, what to expect when you get different signals from the LED. And again, I still haven't touched it, the transmitter. I moved it here. It's sitting right here. We have some more really good videos coming up. And again, this is the Naza Lite GPS. Right now, it's fairly inexpensive. And it's just a matter of putting a different controller on. Take off your CC3D. Everything else stays the same. You just put this controller on. And this is what you get. We have a couple more videos coming out. We're actually going to put a gimbal on it. Works really, really good. We have a GoPro session, and we use a GoPro, 4 or 5 or 3, and on the gimbal for filming. And when you add the GPS and the gimbal, you get fantastic flight footage on it. Super easy to do. But anyway, this is the box quad with the Naza Lite, the Naza M-Lite controller installed. And again, I haven't touched it yet, it's just sitting here. Really cool. So, we have quite a few more videos coming out on the box quad. And there you saw the first red light. There it goes. It's telling you the battery's getting low. And you need to come back and land it. Now we're going to let it sit for a little while and see what the next step is. And it should land it for you. But you see, this is the first layer of protection on your battery. And you can see it intensifying. And we'll sit here and see what happens. And you can see that it's intensifying. So it gives you a little while to get back home. But now you can see it's pretty constant and it's saying, land it, or we're going to do it for you. So let's just hang on here and see what happens. And again, I haven't touched the transmitter. I'm just holding it in my hand. I haven't touched anything. And it ought to start auto landing here in just a second, because it's been quite a while now. I know this may be a little boring to watch it blink in the red, but you know what, I just want to give this to you real time so you can see what to expect. It's definitely getting a little bit lower and lower. It's going like, help, land. There it goes. It just told you to land it. Again, I'm not touching anything. I didn't touch anything on the transmitter. That was all done. I was going to see if it'd turn itself off. Let's go ahead and pull the throttle down. And it should stop. There we go. So the only thing I did was to pull the throttle down once it landed like that. And then it shut it off all by itself. There you go. We're going to have more videos coming out on this. We're going to do the, return home. Where it'll come back and land right where you plugged it in at, or where you armed it at. And we'll go through the intelligent control on those two items. So we'll have a couple more coming up. Subscribe if you haven't. Give us a thumbs up. If you hate what we're doing, give us a thumb down anyway. Let us know what you think. This is Danny with QuadLugs. See you soon.